Hey, good morning, Quad Cities. It is now 9:10. We're giving you an update, a little more of an in-depth update on, of course, the forecast coming up. But first, I do want to give you an update on those roads. We've been watching them slowly improve. This is a look at a couple of our interstate cameras across the area. I-80, those interstates have been looking pretty good. I will say, though, it is still really chilly outside. We've got some winds, so that can cause some blowing snow. Likely could see some icy patches at times as well, because with this melting that we have also been seeing from the sunshine at times, it can cause some slushiness out there too. But looking at I-74, looking pretty good too across the Metro Quad Cities region too. Regardless though, it's those secondary roads that usually cause more of an issue out there with the road coverage. We've been seeing a lot of improvements on the Iowa side. Illinois, probably seeing a very similar case of a lot of improvements, but I will say that Iowa and Illinois both report differently when it comes to those road conditions. But this is just a current update of those maps, still seeing quite a bit of 50 to 100% coverage. But somebody who has been tracking those roads for the past several hours for us, of course, is Marshawn Gunn, who is in the Beast. So you have been out and about. How has things improved over the past couple of hours, and where are you now? What are you seeing?
Yep, we are now in the fourth of the Quad Cities. We've hit Moline, we've hit Rock Island, we've hit Davenport. Now we're in Bettendorf. I'll go ahead and turn this camera around here so you can see we're on State Street now, turning onto Grant Street in Bettendorf. It's still pretty wet out here on the roads, but I will say that it does seem like the sun has helped a lot dry out the roads, really kind of make it a lot clearer for them. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a lot more people out this morning. It's really been a quiet morning on the roads, all things considered. The wind also hasn't been as much of a factor this late into the day as it was earlier this morning, so not as much blowing snow either. I'll go ahead and turn it back around here. Yeah, but of course, like I've been saying all morning, just make sure to take it slow if you are out. But it does look like the roads are improving as the morning has gone on. So, Morgan, I'll go ahead and send it back to you.
Hey, thanks, Marshawn. And Cesar Sanchez, of course, our photojournalist that's also in the car with him. They've been helping us this morning tracking in those roads. And yeah, we've been seeing some really nice improvements. We'll continue to as we head into the rest of the day today. Now, I will say we have been seeing some sunshine this morning. There has been some clouds already starting to creep back in, so it'll take some time, but we are expected to see sunshine at points today, which is going to help those roads, regardless of how chilly it is. Temperatures have been dropping for us so far, too. Our high temperature was actually met earlier this morning, and with those northerly winds, we continue to see those temperatures fall. So luckily, though, with those temperatures outside in the 20s, as long as they're in the 20s, road treatments, sidewalk treatments are all going to work really effectively too. So give it a couple more hours. And like Marshawn said, even though there's not a lot of people out on the roads, it's actually pretty good because as long as there's not as much activity, road crews can work a lot quicker and more efficiently. But here's a look at some snowfall totals across the area. A lot higher, especially for areas north of I-80. We saw 5 inches being reported in Dubuque and Albany, a little bit higher, 6 inches. There's been a couple reports from Jackson County getting up to around 6 inches, maybe even 6.5 inches in some spots. Savannah at around 5, Clinton around 4. Here in the Metro Quad Cities between Davenport and Moline. I've also been getting some reports from Rock Island too. We've been all between that 2 and 3.5 inch mark here in the metro area. Geneseo getting around 2.3 inches, Bishop Hill 2, and then once you get farther south towards Kewanee, that's kind of where we saw that transition take place. They got just about an inch of snowfall, and I've heard, of course, from a couple folks in Galesburg and Burlington, only about a trace of snow was picked up there because, like I said, we were seeing a little bit of that warmer air mass hugging near the Highway 34 corridor, and that's where those totals were a lot less for us. Right now, temperatures sitting at 25 degrees. Winds, they're not going to be as much of a factor as we get through the day. They're going to slowly decrease, so that'll also be good news to getting those road crews to continue to clear things out. And like I said, we're done with the snow. We won't add any more, so that'll be some good news as we get roads to improve, too. I do want to take a look at clouds right now. I know it's kind of hard to see. This is an actual look at satellite imagery. Anything moving, that's clouds. I know it's kind of hard to see over it because we have snow-packed ground You got white versus white. It's kind of hard to pick up where those clouds are. But there is another little line of clouds that's pushing through off to our north that I can see. But once we get this round of clouds to push through, we'll have abundant sunshine once again for us, and that'll stick with us through the afternoon. With these falling temperatures, that's all thanks to this area of low pressure that rapidly pushed off to the east. Again, brought us the snow, but now dragging in that cold air from the north. We'll keep this weather impact alert in place for just about 45 more minutes. Again, we saw the snow come to an end during our 6 o'clock hour, so it has not snowed for about 3 hours now. But it's just going to take some time to get those roads to clear out, so that's why we're just going to keep that weather impact alert in place for just a tiny bit longer. If you can hold off getting on the roads until this afternoon, you'll be in much better shape, especially as winds do slowly decrease as we head throughout the afternoon. Gusts will calm down to the teens as we head into the day today, and then again getting a lot quieter by tonight. But take a look at these wind chills. It's going to feel like the teens all day, well, I should say all morning, then feeling like the single digits for the afternoon, and then between 7 o'clock and midnight, we're likely going to see a couple hours where we're feeling below zero. And that's because winds are still going to be just enough to bring in that factor. But what's going to happen overnight is winds really do calm down after we get beyond midnight. And we're actually going to see improving conditions. So it's going to feel a lot colder when you go to bed versus when you wake up tomorrow morning for your morning commute. Future track, again, shows those clouds continuously clearing out for us. Actually did a really good job on bringing in that quick hit of sunshine early and then another round of clouds. But you can see by noon, abundant sunshine is going to be taking back over. Before clouds do move back in for tonight, temperatures are cold tonight, but luckily with a southerly flow returning tomorrow, we should rebound back to the mid-20s for tomorrow afternoon. But I do want to give you a quick update on an extended future track because we do see another round potential of some snow showers, kind of a similar situation to what we saw today. Although this one right now to me looks like it's not going to bring in as much snow, but a very similar system, what we call a clipper system. These are very fast moving. They usually don't have too much moisture in them. So it looks like by the time we get to Thursday morning, could see some snow showers into the area. We'll keep a close lookout on it in case it does bring in any more accumulating snow. That's definitely a possibility, but that looks like the next chance of snow for us. So bringing us to the 8-day forecast, we actually get a nice warm up. In fact, we'll see a lot of sidewalks, roads, quite a bit of our snow compact really by the time we get to Tuesday afternoon because we head to 40 degrees. And between Tuesday and Wednesday, that will give in an opportunity to really kind of at least for me, my stairs, they're very icy. I'm leading up to my house and my sidewalk too. So I'm looking forward to Tuesday and Wednesday when I can really start to clear off a lot more of those things for us. And then going into Thursday again, another round of some snow is going to be possible. But of course, that does bring in some chillier temperatures. We take a big decrease as we could see some highs in the single digits and teens by next weekend. But still looking very winter-like, and even into the following week on this 14-day tracker, I think we are going to start to see things quiet down. Doesn't mean that we can't introduce another quick hitting system, but definitely the pattern that we have been seeing here as of late. Of course, we will have News 8 this week coming up at 10, and your next newscast is going to be at 5:30 this evening. Everyone, have a fantastic Sunday. Be safe and stay warm.